Hey guys, going through a catalog the other day, I stumbled onto a pattern by Berkeley called the mellon craw. I thought it looked kind of interesting, but instead of the craw pattern itself, we're going to go ahead and put a wrap on a blank that we pre-painted black. And that's going to give us our effect. We're going to do that on an S-crank. Stay with me. All right. As I said, this one's going to be called the mellon craw. We're going to use a wrap instead of a stencil to give us the craw effect. Just something a little different. Because we're going to use a wrap, instead of the base white, we're going to go base black. And I already painted this one a couple days ago. I do like to take sometimes when I'm using the wraps, sometimes I like to paint the base colors black or white, and then just hang them up and leave them. And this one I probably painted a week or so ago. I think sometimes that's a little bit better. We can have problems when we put wraps on of scratching it and knocking some of the paint off. So I do believe sometimes if you can paint them a few days ahead of time and let them sit, that probably helps just a little bit with wrap. All right, we're going to use this one. Let me get a roll here. This roll, Hobby Lobby. It's a floral wrap, they call it. It's pretty stiff. So you got to be really careful with this one on scratching your lures. I like to take some, you can see I've used this a few times. I like to really scrunch it up, roll around good, and that tends to soften it up just a little bit anyway. Still got to be careful. You can still lose some spots, but that helps soften it up just a little bit. All right, let's put a wrap on this thing. And I probably won't be able to keep this all inside the camera while I'm doing it. But we'll see what we can do. And I use hair breadths. I know a lot of people use the alligator clips. Nothing wrong with that. That's what everybody tends to use. I found out hair breadths work pretty well. And I pretty much stuck with those ever since. Get it down there good and tight. That's what we're after. I think that'll probably get us there. All right. Mellon craw. First thing we're going to need to do, because we have a black base down, the first thing we have to do is we're going to paint it white. Because if we put our colors over the top of black, they just won't work. They won't look right. So we're going to paint it white, and that'll give us our good white base that we need to start putting on our colors. Be sure you get around that nose good. And the belly is extra good because you got those clips down there, and that makes it a little bit tougher to get into that belly. So sometimes you got to work a little bit harder, especially look at there, way up in there. There's a spot. There we go. All right, we're back white. Let me clean up the airbrush. We'll start with some colors. Now, this is a lure that's a little bit different than anything else I've painted in this pattern. I haven't tried something like this before, and I really thought about this for a little bit before I started. How do I really want to tackle this? Because normally we always start at the bottom with our light colors, we work our way up to the dark colors on top. Technically this one kind of has a dark color in the middle, and it isn't really that dark, it's the pearlized line. So we're going to try starting in the middle and then working top and bottom after that and see how it works. We're going to start Createx Pearl Lime, and we're going to put a stripe right across the middle of the lure. That's it. Still got our white on top, got our lime across the middle. All right, gonna stop right there. Let me wash out, we'll change colors. Now, next thing we're going with, yellow. Createx Transparent Bright Yellow. We're going to do the belly, and we're going to do the back in the bright yellow. Again, around that belly, make sure you get down in there where those clips are, because it's always a little tougher. Those clips tend to block you off. When you're doing the head, don't forget the nose. These days I'll start cutting those little fins off. It'll be easier. Alright, there's our yellow. Now, let me clean that up real quick and we'll move on. Alright, one more color. Createx Transparent Orange. We're going to do a little bit of orange right on the very edge of the belly. That'll be a little tougher because of the clips. And a little stripe of orange right down the back. That's what we're going to shoot for here. One just quick shot right down the back. And I'm going to try to spend most of my time spraying the clips here. That's it. That's all we got going. Alright. Let me get the heat gun before we pull that wrap off. We're going to dry it really good with the heat gun first. Alright. Let's see what we got, huh? Got to get this off kind of neatly if we can. Wow. That's kind of wild and crazy right there, ain't it? There we go. The mellon craw, huh? Mellon craw. That's kind of, that don't catch a fish. I don't know. All right. We're going to get some eyes in this and get a top coat. We'll see what we got. There we go, guys. My version of the mellon craw. You know, that was kind of fun. I kind of like that one. Something a little different. Try to paint something that I haven't done before. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.